Welcome back everyone to Horror with Heidi. I'm Heidi and this is Disturbed Part 3. Last time we continued down the path past the cave. We went into our neighbor's house that had been ransacked and abandoned. We found a nice little surprise in the basement of a woman who was chained against the wall who ended up being some kind of demon or possibly a Grim Reaper. I'm not really sure, but she did kill us immediately when we set her free. After that, we went back to the bridge outside the house and we crossed it. We came to a fork in the path. We chose to go left. On our journey up the path, we came across a hidden little trail that went into a grassy area, so we went that way. We then came across a gravestone with a sword in it, and when we attempted to pick up the sword, we were confronted by a ghost of a knight, it looked like, who was guarding the gravesite. He said we were not allowed to take the sword unless we had pure essence, I believe is what he said. And then when I decided to try my luck at taking the sword anyway, he killed us immediately. So we'll probably return back to there at some point when we have the pure essence. I believe I found something related to that as we continued and came across a lake that had some kind of special glowing orb in it at the bottom. When we tried to go for the orb, we were killed by some insane deep sea like killer fish of some kind. And then that's where our journey ended for that session. So now we're just going to continue from the lake. We'll see how our luck goes there. Okay, so we're back at the lake where we left off. So as we saw last time, trying to go for the orb right now is a bad idea. But I think this lake may be the body of water they were talking about in part 1 when we read in our neighbor's journal. Or was that part 2? When we read in our neighbor's journal that there was a special pond or lake where you could get really good catches of fish. But you couldn't get them with a regular fishing rod. You need some kind of special fishing rod. So I'm thinking maybe at some point we'll find a fishing rod and then we can come back here and fish the orb out possibly. I'm just guessing at this point. But anyways, we're going to leave the lake alone. And we're going to leave the fish alone that's in the lake. And we're going to continue on the trail. The faint trail comes to an end. There is a collection of stone pillars down the hill. Beyond the hill is a large field of grass. Explore the field, inspect the stone pillars, or go back. Well, we're not going back. So let's explore the field. You find yourself gazing over the grass field with hills rolling off into the distance. As if a trick upon your eyes, you see a unicorn run across the field. It disappears out of sight before you can do anything. There's unicorns! Surely the unique powers of a unicorn can help you out with your quest. Oh, well, surely it could. But there's clearly something wrong. If only there was a way to charm it. Maybe that's what the orb is for. But then again, how do we get the orb now? We need something. Okay, so we inspected the fields. Let's check out the pillars. You stand before the large stones arranged in the shape of a circle in the center. In the center is a stone with what appears to be some sort of slot or hole. No doubt about it, something was meant to be placed here. Seeing that you can't do anything, you head back. Okay, that's where the orb is supposed to go. That's what I'm sticking with now. Okay, so we can't do anything here right now. Let's go back. Okay, so I went back to the left trail that we picked way earlier. Instead of going down the hidden grassy path, we'll just continue up the regular main trail. You walk for some time to find an endless field of grass. There is a stone well near the path. Inspect the well or continue on. Well, we're going to inspect the well. You peer down the well. Other than the evident water at the bottom, there is a coin resting against the wall of the well. If possible, you feel you should go down and take the coin, should we? Leave the coin? Well, I guess we should grab the coin. I mean, with our luck. You lean over the edge of the well. There is no possible way you can obtain the coin by reaching for it. With this in mind, you turn and climb down along the inner wall of the well. You take a few successful steps down, but your luck runs out, you misplace your foot, and you fall. Tumbling about, your body clashes against the stone walls. With a single knock on the head, you lose all consciousness of your accident. With a splash, you fall into the water, your body sinks effortlessly, and you drown without realizing it. Your adventure ends here. Yeah, that was a little more easy to see happening, falling down the well and drowning. Alright, let's go back to the well and we'll continue down the path. So we went left up until now, so since it seems like there's nothing else for us to do up there now, we're going to go right to see what else we can find. You reach the end of a pathway. In the distance is a tower looking over the area. A gate secures passage to the area with a wall around the property. Also of interest, there is a tree that has a hole carved into it. Let's go check out the tree. You approach the tree and notice the hole is big enough to fit your hand into it. Oh, that's not a good idea. Never a good idea. You look and see something shiny in the hole as if it were metal. Feeling around with your hand, you find the 3 knobs. One to the right, one centered, and one to the right, one centered in the middle, and one to the left. I guess we're going to press the knobs. Left, middle, right? The knobs lock in place. You wait for a moment, but nothing happens. There must be some sort of combination. Okay. Okay, so I wrote down all the possible combinations for this this 3-button puzzle here. It shouldn't take too long. I'm going to try all these and see what works. Oh no, I forgot. Okay, so forget what I said about 6 combinations. One of each of the 3 did not work in any combinations, so I came up with 21 more of using 2 of 1 button, I hope this is making sense. So I have 20 more combinations I'm going to try. I will let you know which one works. Hopefully one of them works. It worked! It was left, right, right! You hear the rumbling of the rocks as the ground starts to shift underneath you. Everything goes dark and you sink below the surface. Oh, I hope we're not dead again. The hole above you seals up, trapping you underground. Oh, we're not dead. Progress. You find yourself with no evident way out, but the path before you into the darkness. Your only choice is to move forward. We're not moving backwards. You see 3 separate paths within the walls of the cavern. Which path do you choose? We'll start with left like last time. You cautiously make your way through the darkness. You come to split paths. Which way do you go? Let's stick with left so we don't get lost. Yet. You move forward into the darkness. 3 separate... Oh, I hope we're not in a loop. I hope this isn't like a magical maze. Alright, 3... Let's try forward. You cautiously step forward into the darkness. You come to a divide. Which way do you go? Let's go left. You hear a subtle echo of shifting rocks before you. Oh no. An eye appears before you as its gaze pierces the darkness. Before you can do anything, tentacles burst from the ground and grip your body. It pulls you about, but you resist as much as you can. Not sure what you can do. You continue to resist until you can think of something. Your body begins to grow weak as your strength burns away. You suddenly feel yourself pulled into the ground and you are dragged about like a rag doll. It is not long before the creature devours your body, leaving nothing behind. And now we're dead. Your adventure ends here. Alright, so that was forward from the 3 directions. I feel like we were on a loop last time, and the second set of 3 pathways we came across were really just the first ones again, and we were stuck in a loop. So we went forward last time. Left just took us in a loop, I think, if it is a loop. So this time we'll try going right. Hopefully there's no monsters. The passageway divides before you. Where do you go? Let's go with left. You walk forward into the darkness, unsure of what lies 2 paths you may go. Which do you choose? Left. We're just gonna end up going in a big circle because I keep picking left. You move forward into the darkness. Oh, that was a loop again. Okay, right. Let's try right. Oh no. Mushrooms didn't work so well for us last time. I hope this one doesn't kill us. The passageway soon ends with an enlarged mushroom sitting in front of you. A steady river of water flows between you and the mushroom. Do we want to inspect the mushroom? I don't think we have a choice. You walk towards the mushroom as if there was something more than what meets the eye. Walking forward, you take a step into the water. To your dismay, your foot hits no bottom and you fall in. You reach to grab a hold of the edge of the surface, but your body freezes stiff. You lose your sight completely as the chilling water sends your body into shock. Without any sense of touch and warmth, your lifeless body sinks into the darkness. Your adventure ends here. That achievement is called Figures. Yeah, I think we could have said Figures a bunch of times already. Well, I'm going to pause it here. Again, if you guys would like to play this game, it's free on Steam. I'll put the link in the description, along with the link to the website of the developer who made this game that hopefully all of us are really enjoying so far. That episode was a little more trying than the last ones. We're coming into a lot of kind of dead ends, areas where we can't advance. Hopefully we'll be able to advance some soon. I'm curious about the other places we've come across that we can't do anything yet, like the fleeting unicorn and that area with the pillars. It looks kind of like a ritualistic setup of some kind, so hopefully we find some cool stuff there. We will continue back into the cave next time, and until then, thanks for watching, thanks for being my player too, and until next time, don't get scared without me.